Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks so much for joining us here on KXAN Live. I'm Will DuPree coming to you from the KXAN Live studio on this Thursday afternoon. Hope you're all doing well. Well, you may already know this, but a consequential election is quickly approaching. Texas voters out there are going to decide several major statewide races, including for Texas governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general, and so many more down the ballot. New polling is even out that came out yesterday that on some of these key races. You can check out this article on our website right now to look at some of those numbers from the Texas Politics Project more in depth. However, this afternoon we thought it would be a good idea to remind everybody out there of some important dates so that you are able to cast your ballot in this upcoming November election. So we wanted to bring in the president of the League of Women Voters of Texas. Joyce LeBombard is here to talk more about the upcoming election and efforts to inform voters about what they can expect. Joyce, thank you for being here and taking the time.
Well, thank you for having me.
We are very glad to have you. So I want to just mention that your organization is working right now to let voters know about key important dates ahead of the general election, and we want to walk through some of those now. So first, let's begin and talking about how much time is left for some voters to either register to vote in time for this election or change the address with their voter information.
Sure. The first date is the last day to register to vote or to change your name or address is October 11th. And you can register to vote. You can check your registration, whether or not you're registered. And that's a really important fact is for every election, you should check to make sure that your registration is up to date and valid. And so you can do that by going to our website, lwvtexas.org, or to the Secretary of State site, votetexas.gov. And check that you're registered, and then if you need to make updates, you can make updates to it on that line. A new rule that came into play recently was that before you could only update your address online if you were moving within the county, but now you can also update your address even if you move between counties.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that because this is even applied to my own situation, moving from one county to another and then registering in that new county. Should you do anything to notify where you used to live in that election office that your address has changed or that your registration has changed?
No, if you do that online using the Secretary of State site, that will all be taken care of.
Okay, good to know. And where can people go to make sure that their voter registration is still active and up to date?
So it's called Am I Registered? And again, that site is on votetexas.gov, but you can also get to it from our website. And you just type in your name and some identifying information, and it will tell you whether or not your registration is active or if you're suspended. And if your registration is suspended, then you need to contact your county election officials. And there's a way that you can then get that updated so that you can vote in November.
Also good information to share. Wanted to point out, too, that you all have told people about the window to vote early in person. That is also coming up here pretty soon. So when does that fall this time?
Sure. The first day to vote early in person is October 24th. And the last day to vote early is November 4th. And depending on your county, and most counties now, I think, are countywide, they have countywide polling locations. And so that means that you can go to any polling place. You no longer are restricted to just the polling locations in your precinct. But your county election website to make sure that that is the fact for your county. Also, most of the polling locations are open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. But again, in certain counties that may differ. So again, check your local county website for the exact times and the polling locations for your area.
If you're just joining us, Joyce LeBombard is the president of the League of Women Voters of Texas. We're talking about the upcoming November general election. So many critical dates to keep in mind for people out there so that they are able to vote during this particular election. Wanted to call attention as well to the last day to apply for a vote by mail ballot. Remind us what that date is.
Yeah, so the last day to apply, and that means they have to have your application received by this date, not postmarked, but received, is October 28th. And don't wait for the last minute. You know how the mail can be. So if you're requesting an application from either the Secretary of State or for your county election website, make sure you do that well in advance of that October 28th date. But I can let you know also we have what we think is an easier to use form on our web. Again, that's lwtexas.org. And it's a more simplified application. And we also have instructions on there that will go over step by step, a checklist that you can use with our application form or with any other application form that you might get from the political parties, or you might get from the county election site or from Secretary of State. That goes through step by step. It's a checklist for everything that you need to fill out on that application. So again, that needs to be received by your county election office by October 28th.
You mentioned there again the materials that the League of Women Voters of Texas has put out to help voters who might want to take out one of those vote by mail ballots. What kinds of things can people access when they go to your website and look at those materials, and what's changed about it? Joyce, are you able to hear me?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. It's technology and we deal with it all the time. So I just wanted to reiterate to people that the League of Women Voters of Texas has all these digital materials available to help people who want to vote by mail. What kinds of things can they find online, and what's changed about what all you have put out there?
Well, after there were so many vote by mail issues during the primary election, we worked with an organization called Center for Civic Design to design, like I said, an easier to use and understand application for ballot by mail, but also various instructions on how to fill out the application, but more importantly, how to fill out your ballot envelope, because that is where most of the issues happened in the primary election. And again, it's very step by step and easy to understand. The Center for Civic Design field tested this with various organizations. And so we're very confident that if people use these tools, their ballot won't get rejected. We also have links to, once you send in your application for ballot by mail, you can begin tracking that whole process online. And so we have links to that, but it's also on the votetexas.gov site, where again, you can track your ballot from once you send in your application and they receive it, to them mailing you your ballot, to then you returning it and whether or not they've got it. And if there were any issues in any of those steps, so that you can then get those items corrected before the election date.
And finally, Joyce, let's just talk about when Election Day actually is. That is, of course, the last day to vote during this particular election cycle. So remind people of what that date is.
Yeah, so it's Tuesday, November 8th. And that is when, that's election day, the last day to vote in person, but it's also when your vote by mail ballot must be received in the election office. And so, yeah, we just want everybody to go vote. And if you have them at the polling location, there's help that you can get. We're part of a coalition called Election Protection with many nonprofit organizations that you can contact either using their phone number, 866-R-VOTE, or going to their website, 866rvote.org. So if you have any questions or concerns at what's happening at your polling location, or you just have some questions, that's a great resource to know about.
If anyone out there is wanting to apply for that vote by mail ballot, would you mind sharing who is eligible to be able to do that at this time?
Sure. Anyone who is 65 years or old or older, if you're disabled in any way and you decide what that means to you, if you have been incarcerated but have not been, it's not a felony, or you haven't gone through the whole process yet, and also if you have maybe mental disability but you have not been declared by the state, that you can still have your rights to vote. And a new opportunity, or a new vote by mail category now is any person who is pregnant, who is expecting to deliver their baby 3 weeks before or 3 weeks after Election Day.
This is why we have you on here, because you can just recall all that information and share it out to people, and
Well,
hope it helps.
I was going through, yeah. I should have looked that one up beforehand.
I think you covered all the bases there, because we put a lot of that information up on our website too. So
Great.
all the things that you discussed, all the dates that we talked about here are available there as well. And you can check out the story right here. The headline: important dates to remember about voter registration, mail ballots ahead of Texas election. We have, again, those details there. Joyce, before I let you go, and we thank you so much for dedicating some time to talking to me today about all of this, and everyone who's watching at home. But is there anything that we didn't address that you wanted to talk about and share?
Yeah, so there's two items. One is the need for more poll workers. In some of the counties, I just heard today that Travis County and Bexar County are still finding more poll workers. And so if somebody wants to find out more information about that, or to become a poll worker, they can go to powerthepolls.org. It's very important that we have enough poll workers, because that really drives how many polling locations that there can be during the election, and how long those lines will get during the elections. The other thing is, I want to mention our Nonpartisan Voters Guide. It will be online beginning October 3rd at both our website and vote411.org, and that is across the state. And the printed guides should be in the libraries and food banks and everything like that between October 10th and October 24th. We always try to get it there before early voting begins, but we've tried our hardest to get it even before that.
Yeah, you mentioned the voter guides, and I'm glad you did. I didn't want to go through our conversation without mentioning that too. So have you all had much participation with candidates out there? Are they responding to the surveys and everything so that you all can put this out effectively?
Yeah, I can say overall we have had good participation.
Good.
We always hope that we will get everyone 100% that we ask, but we're working on that. But we do have most of the candidates that have contested races, information for them. And again, we work really hard to make sure that the questions are unbiased and not leading, and that we cover the subjects that really voters are interested in across the board.
Joyce LeBombard is president of the League of Women Voters of Texas, and she's taking so much time today to talk to us about a very important issue ahead of the November election and what dates to keep in mind. So Joyce, thank you again for being here. We really do appreciate it.
Well, thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
All right, everyone, if you'd like to read more about what dates to keep in mind, we have all those details available, as we mentioned earlier, over on our website in this story right here. You can click into that and find all the information, plus links to the League of Women Voters of Texas website, where they have materials and other information about mail ballots and voter registration and the like. A really great resource for people out there, so you can find it, a link to it, on our website, kxan.com. Thank you all again for watching here on KXAN Live. I'm Will DuPree in the KXAN Live studio. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Take care. We'll see you soon.